Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. So I wanted to talk with you for a few minutes um, about a little mythology. So one thing that I wanted to talk about was, um, so I was hearing this um, astrologer talk about mythology, and they were talking about Aries and Mars and a lot of other things as well. But the thing that stood out for me was the thing about Aries and Mars because my zodiac sign is Aries. So um, one thing that I think is important for all of us to remember is that we're here for a purpose. And a lot of the things that we do, we think that the things that we choose could be random, but we're here for a purpose. So we have to remember that and try to remember to do as much as we can, I would say, to answer the calling that we have on our lives. Um, and there are times when I'm sure people um, do a lot of things they feel like out of necessity, but I think the things that we're called toward are often the things that are the callings that we have. So, one thing that um, I heard in this video is that Aries was protector against, um, I'll just say, put a disclaimer on this. Um, Hearing, so you might be hearing some terms that are sensitive for you or that you're sensitive to. So just be careful. So Aries, from what the person on the video said in Greek mythology, was um, protector against things like sexual assault or rape. Also protector of purity, innocence, protector of children, um, protector of the feminine, defender of crops, pestilence, defender against disease. Um, so maybe if you look in history and you check out your zodiac sign, you might be able to see some things that line up with the journey that you're on. When you think about the things that you do to serve others. So, for example, I'm a spiritual healer and I believe very much in the power of nutrition and more natural approaches to healing. And it was interesting to me because I do encourage people to change, what they're eating to heal. Um, and that's a very spiritual thing for me as well. Um, it's part of spiritual healing. But it it's so then it's no strange thing or no coincidence, I guess, that in history I would have been the protector of crops and defender of crops and protecting against pestilence and disease. And that also I was a protector of purity, innocent children, and the feminine, because one of my passions is definitely trauma, sexual abuse, assault, things like that. And so it's just really interesting the things that we're called to and our histories, and thinking about things like mythology we all have, I believe, a myth that we operate under, even if sometimes we are unconscious of it, not aware of it. But to think about that, and I guess then it leads me to encourage you to look into your own history to see what you see, like in mythology, like related to your zodiac sign too, because I think you might find some interesting things. So, for example, my twin flame would be considered divine feminine. I'm considered divine masculine, but we end up in, like, I'm in a woman's body, he's in a man's body, but it's funny that he would be considered a feminine sign, cardinal sign, and I'm a masculine sign. A cardinal sign, it's just really funny to me, but it's how we are in the world, and I think it just influences a lot of the things that we do. But I think I just thought it was interesting. I wanted to share the information with you. But I'm sure it's information that you could find on the internet if you're looking, and in books as well, if you're looking at mythology and what the different zodiac signs were. But yeah, it's just fascinating and to think about what we are called to do and how that's related, like I said, to our zodiac signs and things like that, and mythology. But I want to bring you another video soon. Just wanted to share this information. Hope everyone is doing well. And as always, I wish you happy lightning fast manifesting. And I'm going to talk to y'all soon. All right. Love y'all. Bye for now.